Screen. Okay, fine. So here we go. I think last session we stopped in the question number 6. Am I right? Okay. So let's begin the problem number 7. So what is given the question? I think someone is waiting in the lobby. Okay. So what is given the question? Can anyone read the question? Can anyone please read the question alone? Hello. Can anyone go ahead with the question? Read the question louder, no? Yeah, yeah, please, please. Go ahead. Okay. 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 Fine. Next. Okay. 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 Next. Okay. Hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Carry on. Carry on. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay. Fine. So, first one, it is talking about old furniture which had been written off. What do you mean by the word write off or written off? What do you mean by the term write off or written off from the books or in the books? What is the meaning? Write off or written off means what is the meaning? It means write off and a meaning. You learned even in goodwill also, goodwill to be written off. What does it means? Write off ஒரு வார்த்தை படிக்கிறீங்க அதோட மீனிங் என்ன? Very good. That means it is to be cancelled. So the meaning, okay, just understand the word write off, or if they say written off, or they can also use other word called waive. Okay, waive means to cancel. All these referring to one common term called, okay, cancel. This is the meaning. For example, let us take a year 2020, okay, to 2021. During this year, the business was in function. That means it was running up. And when it enters into the year 2021, 2022, the firm decided to dissolve. It is going for dissolution. So here it is continuing. Okay. And in this year, you might have mentioned, okay, there is a particular asset. What is the asset given here is furniture. So in your balance sheet, you are showing, okay, furniture, some amount. That means by this year, you are cancelling it. That is, you are taking away from the books of accounts. Write off. Okay. Now you tell me when you are going to enter the next year where you are going to dissolve the firm, will that furniture be appearing in your books of accounts? Will the furniture be appearing in the books of accounts? Hello? Ma, a voice கேக்குதா? Is my voice audible to you? இல்ல லேட்டா வருதா? ஆடியோல ஏதாவது டிஃபிகல்ட்டிஸ் இருக்கா? இல்ல டிஸ்கம்ஃபர்ட்ஸ் இருக்கா ஆடியோல? ஓகே. அப்போ ரெஸ்பாண்ட் பண்ணுங்கம்மா ப்ளீஸ். 2020 2021 ஒரு இயர் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். 2021 2022 ஒரு இயர் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். In the year 2020 2021 the business is in continuity work. Okay, it is in continuation. But when it steps into the next year 21 22 they are deciding to dissolve. And in 2020 2021 in your balance sheet you were having furniture, but when you are stepping into the next year automatically the furniture is getting waived, it is getting cancelled. So write off. இப்போ சென்டென்ஸ் பாருங்க, உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லிருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. What they said, an old furniture which had been written off. Okay, an old furniture which had been written off in the books was sold for 2000. Hadங்கிறது ஒரு past tense, soldங்கிறது ஒரு past tense. So which had been written off. அப்போ earlier உங்களது old balance sheet write off பண்ணிட்டீங்க. New balance sheet அப்போ appear ஆகுமா? Will it be appearing in new balance sheet? நியூ பேலன்ஸ்னா டிசால்வ். எந்த இயர்ல டிசால்வ் ஆகுதோ இதுதான் நியூ பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட் நான் மீன் பண்ணுது. ஓல்டு பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ங்கிறது கண்டினியூ ஆயிருந்த ஸ்டேஜ் ஓல்டு பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட். டிசால்வ் ஆறுது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு இயர். இந்த இயர்ல அப்போ அது அப்பியர் ஆகுமா? அப்பியர் ஆகாது. சரி, அப்போ அப்பியர் ஆகாத ஒரு ஃபர்னிச்சர் இஸ் கெட்டிங் சோல்டு ஃபார் ருபீஸ் 20,000. அப்போ அதை எப்படி நீங்கள் ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவீங்க? அன்ரெக்கார்டட் அசட் நவ் ரெக்கார்டுங்கிற மாதிரி சொல்லலாம். ஓகே, இல்லைனாக்கா எர்லியர் ரிட்டர் ஆஃப் நவ் சோல்டு, ரெண்டும் ஒரே மாதிரி தான் மீனிங். அது ரெண்டுத்துக்குமே ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் ஒரே மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். Okay, if suppose you are cancelling a particular asset from your books of accounts in the previous year and that particular asset is going to fetch you some value at the time of dissolution, means you can treat those assets in such a category that unrecorded asset now recorded அப்படிங்கிற கேட்டகரியில் நீங்கள் அதை ஃபிட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ அப்போது உங்களுக்கு சேல் ஆகி வர அமௌண்ட் எவ்வளவு? வாட் இஸ் த அமௌண்ட் தட் யூ ஆர் கெட்டிங் அவுட் ஆஃப் த சேல்? Okay, what will be the journal entry for the sale of any asset at the time of dissolution? Exactly. Okay, so in case of dissolution, just remember when you sell, what you get cash. That will be going for bank account. Okay, and then in normal cases where the business is going to continue for the next few years, in that situation means you will be recording the respective asset. For example, if the same situation is not dissolution, they said you are sold an asset of furniture for a value of rupees 20,000, then my entry will be bank account debited to furniture account. This will be my normal journal if the business continues. But since the business is not going to continue, so the asset, whatever has got sold out, will get replaced by realization account. Similarly, any liabilities which is incurring or which we are paying out will not find a place in the journal. Instead, that liability will be swapped or replaced by realization account. This will be a journal. Okay, value will be for 20,000. Now, come to the second transaction. What is mentioned in the second transaction? Z, an old customer whose account for rupees 10,000. That means you have to receive 10,000 rupees from a customer called Z. Even this has been written off. That is, you are cancelled. Due to what reason? You are cancelled it as a bad debt. Okay, you have declared that 10,000 is no more, you are going to receive it, and you have declared it as a bad debt. So you have closed it, you have cancelled it from your books of accounts. In the which year? Previous year. And they are given a comma. That means after that you have to give a stress or pass, then you have to read it. Paid 70% of the amount. So that means in the previous year you have cancelled it as bad debts, but now you're getting 70 percentage of that 10,000. So this is also the amount you have to show in your working notes separately. So you have to calculate what is 70 percentage of 10,000. So what is 70 percentage of 10,000? What is the amount? Rupees 7,000. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. If suppose the same transaction you are getting in the normal scenario where business is going to continue, then the entry will be in such a way like bank account will be debited to, this was earlier declared as bad debts. Now you are recovering some portion of that bad debt. So you will have to open an account in the name of bad debts recovered. This is the case I'm talking about where business is continuing in the upcoming years. In the next few years, they continue. Okay. So if that be the case, the entry will be bank account debited to, sorry, not bank. Okay, bank account debited to bad debts recovered account. Okay, but now since you didn't, okay, going to continue, you're not going to continue, you're going to close it. The entry should be in such a way that bank account is debited. Okay, bank account is debited to, in place of this bad debts recovered, you will be substituting with realization account. Okay, in place of this bank debts, bad debts recovered, you will have to substitute with realization account. Amount of rupees 7,000. Am I making sense to you? Is it clear? Is it clear to you, ma? Bad debts recoveredங்கிற அக்கௌண்ட் வராம வெறும் ரியலைசேஷன் அக்கௌண்ட் தான் நீங்க அங்க காட்டணும். இது புரியுதா உங்களுக்கு? செகண்ட் டிரான்சாக்ஷனுக்கு எனி டவுட்? செகண்ட் டிரான்சாக்ஷன். Okay. Now come to the third one. What is mentioned in third one? A agreed to take over firm's goodwill, that is given very clearly in the brackets, not recorded in the books of a firm. Okay, so that means A has agreed to take over the firm's goodwill, which is not recorded in the books of the firm. That means what sort of goodwill will be that? What type of goodwill is this? Not recorded in the books of the firm. Self-generated goodwill. Okay. Why should A want to take this goodwill, self-generated goodwill? Any reason, any idea that you have it? Logical thinking question can be asked. Why should A want to pay 50,000 rupees for the firm's goodwill? And that too, he is not going to continue the business is not going to run. They are closing the business. But still, why A is paying an amount of rupees 50,000 for the firm's goodwill? That to self-generated goodwill. Any idea? Any idea you have it? Dissolution க்ளோஸ் பண்றாங்க. க்ளோஸ் பண்றதுல அசத்தை டேக் ஓவர் பண்ணி போறதுல ஓகே, ஏதோ லாபம் இருக்கு. இங்க குட்வில்க்கு அமௌண்ட் கொடுத்து டேக் ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டு போறது க்ளோஸ் பண்றாரு. இங்க என்ன லாஜிக் இருக்கும்? வாட் இஸ் த லாஜிக் பிஹைண்ட் திஸ்? A agreeing to pay for the firm's goodwill rupees 50,000 which has not been recorded in the books of the firm. Why he should want to pay 50,000? Any idea? அமைதியா இருக்காதீங்கம்மா, தெரியும் தெரியாது இல்ல திங்க் பண்றீங்களா? ஹலோ. Why should A want to pay 50,000 rupees for the firm's goodwill which is not been recorded? ரெக்கார்டில் இல்லாத ஒரு ஃபேம் குட்வில்லுக்கு 50,000 ருபீஸ் கொடுக்குறாருன்னா அப்போ அவர் குடுக்குறவர் சும்மா குடுக்க மாட்டார்ல. ஏதோ ஒரு யூசேஜ் தானே இருக்கும் அதுக்கு அந்த குட்வில்லுக்கு. திங்க் அபவுட் இட். What are the forms of business organization you have? In your businesses you have learned, right? What are the forms of business that you have got? Forms of business organization. Hello? Forms of business organization. என்னென்ன இருக்கு? Sole proprietorship, partnership, okay, joint stock companies. Okay. What is the difference between a sole proprietorship and partnership? Okay. Okay. In partners, you have two. Okay. Now, what is this topic or chapter is all about? Dissolution of dissolution of partnership firm. Okay. So you just think about after dissolving the firm, will A be stopped by someone to run the business of his own as a sole proprietor? ஏவும் பியும் பார்ட்னர்ஸாக ரன் பண்ணிருக்க பிஸ்னஸ் இப்போ க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. க்ளோஸ் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் ஏ தனியாக பிஸ்னஸை ரன் பண்ணுறது யாராவது அப்ஜெக்ட் பண்ண போகிறாங்களா இல்லை தக்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ண போகிறாங்களா? ஸோ ஏ ஹேஸ் அ கெப்பாசிட்டி டூ த பிஸ்னஸ்னா ஹி கேன் டூ த ரைட்டா. அப்போ ஏக்கு இதே நேம் இந்த கம்பெனிக்கு இல்லை இந்த ஃபேர்முக்கு என்ன பேர் வச்சிருக்கோ அதே நேமே ஏ மட்டும் தனியாக ரன் பண்ணுற பிஸ்னஸ்க்கு வைக்கணும்னாக்க அந்த குட்வில் காசு கொடுத்து இப்போ வாங்கிட்டாருன்னா அப்போ அவருக்கு சொந்தமாயிருமா அந்த நேமு? அந்த பிஸ்னஸ் நேம் அவருக்கு சொந்தமாயிருமா? இப்போ லாஜிக் புரியுதா? ஏவும் பியும் க்ளோஸ் பண்றாங்க பட் ஏ மட்டும் தனியா எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணணும் நியர் ஃபியூச்சர்ல பிளான் இருக்கலாம். அப்போ இதை கொடுத்து வாங்கி வச்சுன்னா அதே நேம்ல கண்டினியூ பண்ணா ரெப்புடேஷன் வரும். பிசினஸ் வில் ஹேவ் தி லீட். ஜஸ்ட் 1 minute மா. Just 1 minute. Okay. So the business will get a reputation. Okay. And அந்த ரெப்புடேஷனுக்காக தான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க? அந்த ரெப்புடேஷனுக்காக தான் இந்த ஃபர்ம் பே பண்ணி வாங்குறாங்க. ஏ வந்து ஃபர்ம் பண்ணி வாங்குறாரு. புரியுதா? ஓகே. அப்போ என்னத்துக்கு நீங்க பே பண்ணுவீங்க? குட்வில்லுக்கு பே பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அண்ட் யார் இந்த குட்வில் டேக் ஓவர் பண்ணிருக்காரு? பார்ட்னர் ஏ. இப்போ யோசிங்க. இஃப் எனி அசட் இஸ் டேக்கன் ஓவர், ஓகே, இஃப் எனி அசட் இஸ் டேக்கன் ஓவர் பை அ பார்ட்னர், okay, if any asset is taken by a partner, what will be the journal entry to be passed? What is the journal to be passed if any asset is taken over by a partner? Exactly. So partners capital account debit to realization. So here the partner who is taking over this asset is A. So the entry to be passed is A's capital account. Okay, A's capital account debited to realization account. Okay, A's capital account debited to realization account. This is the journal will pass on for this third transaction. Is it clear to you all? Is it clear to you all? Any doubt up to this three transactions? Okay, moving on to the fourth transaction. There was an old computer which had been written off from the books of accounts. From the books, it was estimated to realize at the value of rupees 5,000. So you had a computer, the old computer, and the computer was estimated to get an amount of rupees 5,000. Now it has been taken by a partner B at an estimated price less 30%. So what do you mean by this? What it's trying to communicate? What you have understood from this sentence? There was an old computer which had been written off from the books, full stop. It was estimated to realize rupees 5,000. Again, there is a full stop. It is taken by B, a partner, at the estimated price less 30%. So, what is this three different sentence trying to communicate you? What do you understand by this three sentence? Old computer having a okay, which was written off from the books, and then estimated value 5,000, and it was taken by partner at the estimated price less 30%. What do you mean by this three sentence? What they're trying to communicate? Hello? What they're trying to communicate, ma? Just try to understand the first transaction. First transaction என்ன சொன்னோம்? அதுக்கு இதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் லிங்க் பாருங்க. அங்கேயும் ஒரு வேர்ட் இதே ரிட்டன் ஆஃப்னு இருக்கு. இங்கேயும் என்ன வேர்ட் இருக்கு? யூ ஹவ் காட் அ வேர்ட் ரிட்டன் ஆஃப் இருக்கு. இங்க என்ன கொடுத்துருக்கு? ஃபர்னிச்சர் கொடுத்துருக்கு. இங்க என்ன கொடுத்துருக்கு? கம்ப்யூட்டர் கொடுத்துருக்கு. Just try to match these two sentences. What you understood from the first, what you understood from the fourth. Just try to build a relationship. ஒரு sentence பார்க்குறீங்க, words பார்க்குறீங்க, similarity இருக்கு. என்னன்னு understand பண்ணுங்க first. What is the fourth transaction is all about? What they're trying to communicate you? Okay, so a partner. Who's a partner? Partner B. So partner B has taken old computer. Okay, at what price he has taken? Very good. So that means அந்த பர்டிகுலர் கம்ப்யூட்டர் விற்கப்பட்டிருந்தா வித்திருந்தனா ரியலைசேஷன் வேல்யூ 5,000 வந்திருக்கும் கிடைச்சிருக்கணும். ஆனா அது இந்த பார்ட்னர் எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்காரு. எப்படி ரியலைஸ் ஆக வேண்டிய வேல்யூலே எடுத்திருக்காரு. ஆனா 30% லெஸ் எடுத்திருக்காரு. So that's what they're trying to say. There was an old computer which had been written off. That means earlier you were showing in your books of accounts. உங்களோட பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல கம்ப்யூட்டர் அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு ஐட்டம் அப்பேர் ஆயிருந்திருந்து அதை நீங்க என்ன பண்ணிட்டீங்க? ரைட் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, கேன்சல் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. அப்போ அதை நீங்க வித்திருந்தீங்கன்னா 5,000 rupees கிடைச்சிருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். ஆனா அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டர் என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்க? பார்ட்னர் பி டேக் ஓவர் பண்ணிருக்காரு. அந்த எஸ்டிமேட்டட் பிரைஸ் லெஸ் 30%. அப்போ இங்க நீ என்ன பண்ணும்? ஒர்க்கிங் நோட்ஸ்ல கொஞ்சம் கால்குலேட் பண்ணும். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் த வேல்யூ ஆஃப் கம்ப்யூட்டர்? கம்ப்யூட்டரோட எஸ்டிமேட்டட் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவு? Given in the question, 5,000 rupees. It was taken by B. Okay, less 30 percentage. Right? It was said in the question, he has taken at a less by 30%. So apply 30 percentage on this 5,000. Calculate what is 30 percentage of 5,000. Cancel out the common zeros. You will get a value. What is the value? 500 into 3 will give you rupees 1,500. Correct? Correct? Okay. So what he has said, computer realize ஆயிருந்தா 5,000. B take over பண்ணிருக்காரு. At what price? Less by 30%. அப்பனாக்க this value, what is appearing, what was appearing in your books will be as 100% value. Okay, so he is reducing 30 percentage of this value. That means B is accepting this computer at 70 percentage value, which is nothing but in the 5,000 1,500 minus பண்ணு. 100 percentage value is 5,000. அதில் 30 percentage குறைச்சி எடுக்கிறாரு. ஸோ 1,500 மைனஸ் பண்ணு. அப்போ remaining வரக்கூடிய வேல்யூ எவ்வளவோ that is your 70 percentage value. So if you subtract 1500 from 5000, what is the value? What will be the value? Rupees 3500. This is what this sentence is trying to communicate you. Okay, you were having a computer which was appearing in your books, and it has been written off, write off, and now that was taken up by one of your partner at the estimate price itself, but not exactly the same price. He has reduced it 30 percentage, so he is taking it only by 70 percentage. So this is how you will do the calculations. Any doubt up to this four transactions? Now come back to the fifth transaction. What is given in the transaction number 5? Investment costing rupees 20,000, being 1,000 shares. That means what has happened? This gives a indicate that you have done some investment, and that investment you have done it on what? You have done it on shares. Okay, this if you just have a correlation with your cash flow statement also, it will give you a good understanding. Just try to link this particular transaction with your cash flow statement. As a company, okay, you are purchasing some other company's shares. In which activity you will show them? You are ABC company, you are purchasing XYZ company's share. Under which category? Operating, investing, financing, எந்த activity கீழே நீங்க அதை காட்டுவீங்க? If one company purchases the share of another company, okay, in which particular category you will show it? Investing activity, financing activity, இல்ல operating activity? அதனால தான் இங்க பார்த்தா வெறும் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ஸ் இருப்பார். Investments costing rupees 20,000. That means this investment is done on 1,000 shares had been written off. That is, they are cancelled from the books. Okay. These investments, that is shares, are valued at 15 rupees. Okay. This is now valued at rupees 15 and distributed between the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Okay. அப்ப என்ன இருக்கு? You have done an investment in some company shares, and how many shares? 1,000 shares. Right? 1,000 shares quantity கொடுத்தா. அப்ப 1,000 shares இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்க அமௌண்ட் எவ்வளவு? 20,000. அப்ப ஒரு ஷேர் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவா இருக்கும்? ஒரு ஷேர் வேல்யூ எவ்வளவா இருக்கும்? 1,000 ஷேர்ஸ்ல நீங்க இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ண வேல்யூ 20,000. அப்போ 1,000 into what will give you 20,000? 1,000 into what will give you 20,000 kana? Pardon? 1,000 into? Very good. So that means initially when you did the investment, you are done on 1,000 shares at the rate of rupees 20. So it was 20,000 rupees. And now if you see the investments, that is the shares, are not valued at 20, it was valued for 15 rupees. And the amount is getting distributed between the partners, okay, among the in the profit sharing issue. So அப்போ price of one share எவ்வளவு? ஒரு ஷேர் வேல்யூ இப்போ எவ்வளவு வேல்யூ பண்றீங்க? ஒரு ஷேர் வேல்யூ இப்போ எவ்வளவு? 15 rupees. Okay. Number of shares is not going to get changed. Number of shares is going to remain the same 1,000 only. What is the amount now? What is the amount now? 1,000 into 15. Exactly. So this is what this particular transaction is trying to see. As a partners or as a business, you have done an investment. The firm has done an investment on 1,000 shares for the worth of rupees 20,000. That means 1,000 shares. This is shares quantity. this is the face value. Okay, so share number of shares into face value will give you the, okay, investment value. This is your investment value. And now they are saying it was written off from the books and it has been valued at 15. So you don't know what is the investment value at present. But you know one information that you have done the investment on 1,000 shares only, that is not going to get changed. And the value of one share is valued at rupees 15. So obviously this is your investment value which has to be distributed among the partners, and what is it in the profit sharing ratio. So you have to once again check the question carefully whether anywhere they have mentioned the profit sharing ratio. Have they mentioned anything in the question about the profit sharing ratio? PSR? Is anything is mentioned? No. So if nothing is mentioned, then what will be the profit sharing ratio? You have to take it as equal. Good. They are equal partners. So you have to distribute this 15,000 rupees among A and B equally. So each partner will get an amount of rupees 7,500. Any doubt in this calculation or understanding the concept? What is all about investment? They saying costing 20,000 rupees. They saying 1,000 shares. They are saying written off. They say, and again they say investments on shares valued at 15 rupees, and that has been distributed among the partners. They saying, but what has happened and what needs to be done? Confusing இருந்திருக்கும். இப்போ ஒரு clarity கிடைச்சிருக்கா? Are you getting a clarity? So this is the concept. As a firm, you have done the investment on 1,000 shares. One share price was 20 rupees. So altogether, the investment price is 20,000 rupees. Now that investment, what you have done earlier for 20,000 rupees, has been distributed among the partners equally, but the price of the shares has not been valued at rupees 20, it has been valued at rupees 15. So thereby 15,000 rupees is the amount that has to be distributed. So now you tell me, this investment is being taken over by the partner A and B. So what will be your journal entry? What should be your journal entry? Partner is taking over the investment. What will be the journal entry? Very good. So A's capital account is debit, followed by that B's capital account is being debited to realization account. You are not supposed to bring investment account because you are closing the business. So asset எங்க வந்தாலும் அந்த அசட்டை ஸ்வாப் பண்ண போது ரியலைசேஷன், liability ஸ்வாப் பண்ண போதும் ரியலைசேஷன் தான். So the entry you have passed, value you have to fix 7,500, 7,500, 15,000 rupees. Any doubt in this five transactions and the journal on this five transactions? If you have anything, you let me know before you go for the next one. Okay. The next is all about, we are going to discuss on the realization expenses. Okay. We are going to discuss on the realization expenses. Of course, we have discussed this in a previous session also. Again, we'll have a clarity upon this. First one, okay, a situation where a partner is paid remuneration. Okay, a partner is paid remuneration as a salary, and realization expenses are borne by the firm. B, second case is said a partner is paid remuneration salary and also agreed amount as realization expenses. Third case, a partner is paid fixed amount including realization expenses. So first let us understand each one of this component or concept. Then we'll go for the next entries. First one, a partner is paid remuneration salary and realization expenses are borne by the firm. So in this case, what is it? Remuneration means payment for the service rendered by the partner to complete the dissolution. So when dissolution is taking place, what you do actually, you are selling your assets and then you are repaying your liability. இதான் நடக்கிறது. டிசல்யூஷன்ங்கிறப்போ என்ன பண்றீங்க, இருக்கிற அசட்ஸ் எல்லாத்தையும் வித்து காசாக்கி எதெல்லாம் விற்க முடியுமோ விற்க முடியிற அசட்ஸ் எல்லாம் வித்து காசாக்கி வந்த காசை வச்சு liabilities செட்டில் பண்ணி க்ளோஸ் பண்றீங்க பிசினஸ். இதுக்கு பேர் தான் டிசல்யூஷன். இதான ப்ராசஸ் ஆஃப் டிசல்யூஷன். இந்த ப்ராசஸை எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் என்னோட புக்ஸில் நான் ஸ்டாக் வேல்யூ 1 லேக்னு காட்டுறேன். அந்த 1 லேக் வர்த்து ஸ்டாக்கை நான் இப்போ விற்கிறேன். ஓகே, விற்று காசாக்குறேன். அது எனக்கு ஒரு 1,50,000 ஃபெச் பண்ணி கொடுக்குதுன்னா அப்போ ஒரு கஸ்டமரை பார்க்குறேன் இல்லை யாரையோ ஒருத்தரை பார்த்து அந்த அமௌண்ட்டுக்கு அதை விற்று காசாக்குறது ஒரு ப்ராசஸ். இந்த ப்ராசஸை தான் சர்வீஸ்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஸோ இந்த ப்ராசஸை வந்து சர்வீஸாக எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு you have to pay a remuneration. It does not include realization expenses incurred in completing the process. In such cases or in such situation, realization expenses are borne by the firm. Besides, the remuneration is payable to the partner. Thus, if a partner is paid remuneration salary, the realization expenses are borne by the firm. Realization account is debited with the amount of remuneration and realization expenses. Okay, realization expense incurred may be paid by the firm or by any of the partner. So first one, if you see, for the remuneration salary paid to partner, realization account is debited to concerned partner's capital account. Again, you check it out here. Realization account is debited with the amount of remuneration and realization expenses. Can you able to understand? Can you able to understand? Realization account is debited. So realization account is debited with the amount of remuneration. So for the process, what you pay as remuneration, that and the amount of expenses. You have to club these two, and that will be the value of this journal in this situation. Can you able to understand? Okay. Moving on to the second one. For realization expenses borne and paid by the firm. The entry is realization account is debited to cash or bank. So if the firm is accepting the responsibility, this will be your journal entry. And then the third case under this category is realization expenses borne by firm but paid by a partner. ஸோ ஃபர்மோட ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி பட் பார்ட்னர் அதுக்கு பே பண்ணுறாரு. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? ரியலைசேஷன் அக்கௌண்ட் இஸ் டெபிட்டட் அண்ட் the partner who has taken up the responsibility, the concerned partner who has taken up the responsibility, his capital account should be credited with the expenditure amount on realization so that he gets this as a compensation. ஏன்னா ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி ஃபர்மோடது, பார்ட்னர்து கிடையாது. அப்போ பார்ட்னருக்கு ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண அமௌண்ட் அந்த ரியலைசேஷன் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ்க்கு ஃபர்மோடது சார்பாக ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ண அமௌண்ட்டு கிடைச்சாகணும். அதனால தான் பார்ட்னரோட கன்சர்ன் பார்ட்னரோட கேபிட்டலை நம்ம கிரெடிட் பண்ணுறோம். கேன் ஏபிள் டு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் த லாஜிக் பிஹைண்ட் திஸ் ஜேர்னல்? ஹலோ ஹலோ I'm repeat once again. Okay, concerned partner or the capital ஏன் இங்க கிரெடிட் ஆகுதுன்னா, for example, இப்போ I'll give you a okay firm accepted the responsibility for realization expenses and paid amount. இப்படி இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. உங்களுக்கு என்ன என்ட்ரி வரும்? firm தான் அக்செப்ட் பண்றாங்க. who's accepting? firm is accepting. and who's paying the amount? firm தான் பே பண்றாங்க. கரெக்டா? who's accepting the responsibility? firm is accepting the responsibility and firm is making the payment. அப்ப என்ன journal வரும்? இதுக்கு என்ன journal வரும்? firm அக்செப்ட் பண்ணி firm பே பண்றாங்க பேமெண்ட். இதுக்கு என்ன journal வரும்? Okay, realization account is debited, okay, to cash of bank. Okay, this is a journal to be passed if this is a scenario. But இப்போ என்ன இருக்குன்னா firm has accepted the responsibility. Let me write here. Okay, firm accepted the responsibility, but partner settled the payment. But partner settled the payment. Partner has settled the payment on behalf of the firm. ஸோ firm accepted the responsibility. நான் பண்றேன், நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க firm. ஆனா பார்ட்னர் தான் அந்த ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி கிளியர் பண்ணாங்க. இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல எதை பத்தி பேசியிருக்கோம்? ரியலைசேஷனை பத்தி சொல்லியிருக்கோம். கரெக்டா? ஐ கிளியர்? ரியலைசேஷன் பத்தி பேசியிருக்கீங்க. அப்போ ரியலைசேஷன் என்னது? எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ். ரைட்டா? இட் இஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் த ரியலைசேஷன் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ். Am I right? So realization expense, you have to open an account called realization. Realization account debit. Now who has settled the payment? Who has settled the payment? In this case, partner. Is he an individual or not? Partner is an individual. Firm is a collective person. So he is an individual. Apply the personal account rule. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So who has to give actually? Firm has to give. But who has given on behalf of the firm? The partner has given the money on behalf of the firm. So ultimately, after all this process gets over, he has to get this money back in his pocket from the firm. அப்போ இப்போ அதை கிரியேட் பண்ணால் தான் ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கலி அது வந்து சேரும். தட்ஸ் த ரீசன் ரியலைசேஷன் அக்கௌண்ட் இஸ் டெபிட்டட் டு whichever partner has taken the responsibility, his capital account should be created. That's why you write the word to concern partners capital account. To concern partners capital account. So value you will record according to the given problem. Any doubt up to this? Okay. I'm just stopping with this last one. The remaining segment we'll continue in tomorrow's morning segment around 5:30. I'll put the class. So from 5:30 to 7:30 we'll run 2 hours, and we maximum ensure that we complete this dissolution chapter, the problems of illustration, and then we start working on the exercise problems. Wherever we have some peculiar items, we'll do the calculations on that. So maximum by this Sunday or by the Saturday, we ensure that everyone are clear with the concept of dissolution 200%. Right from the theoretical concept, then application concept, and then the journal entries, and then preparation of the respective accounts, right from realization account, this will, and then partners capital account, then the loan account. Okay, all this will work it out. Okay, may I know who's that joined recently? Someone has. Pardon? Kashif. Okay, okay. So the last one for the day is for realization expenses that has been borne by a firm, but it was partly paid by the firm and the balance by a partner. ஸோ இப்போ எப்படி இருக்கு சுச்சுவேஷன் பண்ணுங்க. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி உள்ள கேஸ்ல ஃபர்மே பேர் பண்ணி ஃபர்மே பே பண்ணா என்ட்ரி வந்து ரியலைசேஷன் டு கேஷ் ஆஃப் பேங்க். ஓகே, இப்போ அதுவே சப்போஸ் ஃபர்ம் பேர் பண்ணிருக்கு ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டியை, ஆனா பார்ட்னர் தான் ஃபுல் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டியை கிளியர் பண்ணிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு பார்த்தினாக்க ரியலைசேஷன் அக்கௌண்ட் டெபிட்டட் டு கன்சர்ன் பார்ட்னர்ஸ் கேபிட்டல். இப்போ தேர்ட் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க. தேர்ட் சுச்சுவேஷன் பார்த்தினாக்க ஃபர்ம் accepted the responsibility but paid partly, remaining paid by partner, right? So that means, let me give an example. This is case 1, this is case 2. Now you see this is case 3. Okay, let me have this as case 1, case 2, case 3. First case the firm A bear பண்ணி firm A pay பண்ண என்ன entry வருது? Realization to cash or bank. செகண்ட் கேஸ் என்னது? ஃபர்ம் பேர் பண்ணிருக்கு, ஆனா பார்ட்னர் பே பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அப்ப என்ன என்ட்ரி வருது? ரியலைசேஷன் அக்கவுண்ட் இஸ் டெபிட்டட் டு கன்சர்ன் பார்ட்னர். இப்போ இங்க பாருங்க, தேர்ட் கேஸ் என்னது? ஃபர்ம் தான் அக்செப்டன்ஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, பட் பார்ட்லி பெய்டு பை them and the remaining part is paid by the partner. அப்ப இங்க என்னது? This is a combination of case 1 plus case 2. It is a combination of case 1 and 2. Now you check up in case 1 journal, what is the account that you have? Case 1 journal என்ன account இருக்கு? What is the account you have in case 1? Okay, realization account debited to cash or bank account. Okay, similarly in case 2, you see what is the journal that you have it. In case 2, what is the journal that you have got it? Okay, so in this 2 journal, now which account is quite common? In this 2 journal, okay, so first I am recording that account. One time if I record, that is more than enough. Here it's a combination of case 1 and case 2. So one time only I'm going to bring realization account, and that will be in the debit. Okay. Now you check out in this what account you are creating, and in this which account you are creating. Name the accounts that is getting credit, and then okay. So since one part of the payment is done by the firm, okay, you are going to record as to cash or bank. Out of the 100% payment value, one portion is paid by the firm, so you are showing according to that journal cash or bank. The remaining part or the payment is done by a particular partner, so you have to bring this concerned partner, okay, to concerned partners capital account. So that is the reason in the entry you can find all the three. Realization account is debited, cash or bank, and concerned partner. Because it is a case whereby you have got both the okay methods or both the ways are there. Okay, payment is done partly by the firm and remaining part is done by the partner. So any doubt up to this? To others? We have discussed one problem completely, and we have started with the realization expenses So in that one category, I discuss it. The remaining categories we'll be discussing in tomorrow's morning segment. Okay, probably in another 5 10 minutes, I'll prepare the link and I'll send it off to you all, to anyone, and they'll post in the group. And morning sharp, what time we'll have? 5:15 we'll have or 5:30 we'll have? Which time will be convenient for you? 5:15 or 5:30? Hello? 5:30. Okay, so 5:30 to 7:30, I'll block your calendars. So we'll have 2 hours solid revision and recapitulation of the points of this particular chapter, and we'll ensure by tomorrow maximum morning session and evening session we close this chapter. Okay. So with this, I'm signing off. If you have any doubt, you can ask me before we close the session. Were you able to understand that particular journey? And if you see one specialty in that particular problem, the problem number 7 is all the assets, majority of the assets had been written off, written off, written off. Furniture, then customer bad debts written off, then okay, it was a computer, old computer that was written off, and goodwill not been recorded, taken away. Okay, that is different. And then investment is also been written off. So out of 5 items, 4 items are having a stamp write off, write off, write off, write off. So please see what is similar, understand what has happened, understand what needs to be done, and then execute how it should be done. Is this clear to you all? I have not an issue. Not an issue. I have recorded the session right from the beginning, and in another 5 10 minutes, I'll be posting it in my YouTube channel. You will be receiving the link of it. You can go and watch it right from the beginning till the place where you were not there. And then even if you want to continue watch the entire video, you can do it. Not an issue. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, Ma. If you have any doubts, you let me know before we wind up. Others, is there any doubt that you have it? Okay. And just 1 minute before we sign up, I just want to communicate one more thing. Let this be in the off late and in the off the record. Tomorrow there is a PTM, right? And this special night class, which I'm giving it out of my own interest, need not be elevated or projected or escalated either in a positive sense nor in a negative sense. Let this be as something within we both, and let it be within your parents and within me. Okay, this need not be brought to the light. Okay, mentioning that sir is taking some extra effort to make you people to get good marks. அதை என்னை தலையில் தூக்கி வச்சு ஓகே என்ன பண்ணணும் கரகாட்டமாக வருவேனா என்னை கீழே போட்டு உடைக்கவும் வேணாம். இது வந்து அன்அஃபிஷியலாக நான் கொடுக்குறது உங்களோட டெவலப்மெண்ட்டுக்காக உங்களோட பெட்டர்மெண்ட்டுக்காக. இது வந்து டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் இருக்க டீச்சருக்கு தெரிஞ்சாலும் அது இஷ்யூ ஆக்கலாம், இல்லை மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் பெரிய இஷ்யூவாகவும் கொண்டு போகலாம். ஸோ உன் நன்மைக்காக நான் பண்ணுறது உனக்கு இல்லை எனக்கு பிரச்சனை வர மாதிரி பண்ண வேணாம். ஸோ அதனால என்னை நீ அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறியா மனசால வச்சுக்க போறோம். ஓகேவா? இல்லை எனக்கு திட்டணும்னு நினைக்கிறியா ஓப்பனாக திட்டிரு, வேணாம் தப்பு இல்லை. இதை எங்கேயும் யார்கிட்டையும் கொண்டு போயிருந்திருக்காது அவ்வளோன்ட்டு. ஓகேவா? அவ்வளோதான். திஸ் ஒன் திங் விச் ஐ வாண்ட் டு மேக் இட் வெரி கிளியர். அப்புறமா நாளைக்கு யாராவது பேரண்ட்டு இது சொல்லாமல் இது தெரியாமல் ஓப்பனாக சொல்லிட்டாங்கன்னா எனக்கும் பிரச்சனை உங்களுக்கும் பிரச்சனை. ஸோ தயவு செஞ்சு உங்களோட பேரண்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு சின்ன நோட் சொல்லிடுங்க, இந்த மாதிரி உள்ள விஷயத்தை பற்றி எதுவுமே பேச வேண்டாம் அப்படின்ட்டு.